Add and subtract rational expressions. Vocabulary, a complex fraction. A complex fraction is a fraction that has another fraction in its numerator or its denominator, or both. To add or subtract with like denominators, all you have to do is add the numerators. So that would be a plus b over c. Subtraction would be a minus b over c. This works the same way as if you had 3/4 plus 1/4. So example 1, add with like denominators. 9 plus 2 is 11, so it is 11 over 6. If I can reduce this fraction, I'd have to, but I can't reduce 11 over 6. There's nothing that'll divide into it. So I'll leave it as 11 over 6. Now it gets a little complicated when we have unlike denominators. So to add or subtract with two rational expressions with unlike denominators, find the lowest common denominator. Which is the least common multiple of the denominators. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next page. Example 2. I'm going to add fractions that have unlike denominators. First, I need to find its lowest common multiple. So I'm going to factor both denominators. 4x squared factors into 2 times x times x. And then 2x squared plus 4x will factor into 2. And I'm going to pull x out, so 2x times x plus 2. All right. Now, I need to look and see what factors they both have. So I'm going to play the who has game. Who has 2 as a factor? Well, they both do, but this one has the most. So I'm going to circle them. Who has x as a factor? They both do, but this one has the most. Who has x plus 2 as a factor? Well, this one does, and that's all my factors. So I'm going to multiply these back to get my least common denominator. So here I'm going to change them into 2 times 2 is 4, so 4x squared, and then x plus 2. Now I know I could multiply that out more, but I'm going to leave it the way it is for right now. Okay, now we're going to work on the tops here. So I need to decide, what does 4x squared, what does it need to get to this denominator down here? I already have this part, so all I need is this part. So that means I'm going to multiply the top by just the part that I need. If I mark those out, reduced it, you'll notice that I would have the exact same thing that I had to start with, which is good. We're not changing the value of it any. Okay, for the next part, what do I have here that what do I not have here that's in the denominator? Okay, so if you'll come over here and look at the part where I broke it up into factors, I have a 2 and an x and an x plus 2. So what am I missing down here? Oh, I'm missing another 2 and another x. So I'm going to multiply the top by that 2 x, and then what I have already, x plus 1. All right, almost there now. Now, the top can be simplified a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply it out and collect like terms. So I'll have 5x plus 10 plus 2x squared plus 2x. And then I'm going to go ahead and collect like terms, so I'll have 2x squared plus 7x plus 10, and it's still over that denominator of 4x, go ahead and multiply it out now, cubed plus 8x squared. And this is my final answer. Okay, example 3. In my example, blanked out, so I get a whole big screen to write in. So here's example 3. 7 over 3x minus 9 minus x plus 4, okay, x plus 4 over x squared minus 9. Okay, I need to factor each of these first. So I have 7, I'll pull a 3 out, x minus 3, 4, then factor that, that's the difference of two squares. So x plus 3 times x minus 3. Okay, play the who has game. Who has 3's? This one does. Who has x minus 3? They both do. So just pick one. Who has x plus 3? This one. So my lowest common denominator is 3 times x minus 3 times x plus 3. Okay, what do I need to add to this to get me here? X plus 3. So I'm going to multiply the top by x plus 3. What do I need on the second one to get me to this? Well, I need the 3. So I'm going to multiply the top by 3. Okay, I flipped those signs, but that's okay, because there's still the same factors. Okay, now giving myself some more room. I can multiply it out on top, 7x plus 21. And then remember to use your minus sign when you multiply. So negative 3 times x is minus 3x. Negative 3 times 4 is minus 12. Put over the common denominator. And then keep simplifying it. So 7x minus 3x is 4x. 21 minus 12 is 9. Positive 9. Over 3 times x minus 3 times x plus 3. And most of the time it's okay to leave the bottom just the way it is. So there we are, my final answer. Okay, instead of giving you the whole instructions about how to do the checkpoints, I'm just going to give you the answers. Try them yourself and make sure you get the right answers on them. If not, you need to ask me in class. So this will be 8x minus 7 over 3 plus x. This would be 5 over x. This is x squared plus 4x plus 15 over x plus 3 squared times x minus 3. And this is negative x squared plus 14x minus 24 over 4x squared, 2x minus 3. All right, simplifying compound fractions, or complex fractions. Okay, a complex fraction is a fraction that contains a fraction in its numerator or denominator. Or both. Okay, method 1. If necessary, simplify the numerator and denominator by writing each as a simple fraction. Then divide the numerator by the denominator. Or, method 2, multiply the numerator and denominator by the lowest common denominator of every fraction in the numerator and denominator. Then simplify. So example 4. Simplify this. Okay, we have two fractions down here. We need to make that 1 before we can work with it. So I'm going to look at the common denominators. They are common, so I can just add the tops. So that would be x plus 5 over 15. Now, remember how to divide fractions? You flip, then multiply. So I'm going to multiply by 15 over x plus 5. Okay. Then I can cross-reduce by dividing this by 5 to get me 24 over x squared plus 5x. And that's my final answer. Okay, they have another method for this, but I really don't like the other method. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first method again. So, what is my common denominator with 3x and then x plus 1? Well, it will be 3x times x plus 1. So, on the bottom, I will have 1 over 3x times x plus 1. What did I need from this to make it look like this? I need the x plus 1. So I'm going to put that on the top. And then plus. Then what do I need for this to make it look like this? I need a 3x. So I'm going to multiply the 2 times 3x. That'll get me 6x. Okay, simplify that out a little bit more, and that'll be x plus 6x is 7x plus 1 over 3x times x plus 1. And then on top, it'll be the 2x still over x plus 1. And then I'll flip and multiply again. Let me move this over. Okay, 2x over x plus 1 times 3x x plus 1 over 7x plus 1. Now, can I reduce anything? Yes, I can cross out the x plus 1 and x plus 1. Here, what does that leave me? 6x squared over 7x plus 1. A little long, but not all that complicated. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you the answers for these checkpoints. Just make sure you do them and make sure you get the same answer I got. So the first one answer should be 5x over 16 plus 6x. And the second answer should be 5x plus 14 over 6 minus x.